Hi there, I'm James, and we're going to be looking at a relatively new game on Steam called The Shattering. The developer, Super Sexy Software, and the publisher, Deck 13. I'll just read the description of the game on Steam, and we'll go from there just while this loads. So, The Shattering is a first-person, story-driven psychological thriller. Its defining features are the dynamic environments, beautiful aesthetic, and intriguing story. The gameplay is meant to submerge you in the mind of John as you take each step forward into the twisted mystery of what happened. Now, this game comes with some odd health warnings about psychological well-being, and not meaning to sort of glorify suicide and things. So who knows what to expect in this, but it doesn't particularly sound like a cheery game. So that's probably what attracted me to it, to be honest. So we'll see how we go, and we'll see what it's like and play through it. Here we go.
A different dose this time. I know you're tired, John, but we need to take you deeper. We must try again. I know you think everything is all right. Then tell me, why can't you even remember her name? All right, let's try one more time. Are you ready? I would like you to look directly into the pendulum and follow it with your eyes. Yes, just like that.
Getting this on the old pendulum
When
trick.
I count down from 3 to 0, imagine yourself here in this room. Try to relax. Let your memories guide you.
See, another thing about this game that tempted me was the
Yes.
fact that you can get the soundtrack with it as well. So I'm assuming there's going to be some good atmospheric music that go along with it. But
Let's begin.
as I say, we'll wait and see.
3,
See what happens.
2,
Expecting
1.
something big here. Here we go.
0. Can you hear me, John? I'm right here.
Okay.
I see you're having trouble settling in.
We've got movement of the mouse.
Take it slowly.
Everything is pretty blurred and
I want you to think of
grey.
something that will help you see clearly. You have the power to influence everything here. So I want you to help yourself.
Right then. So these two things seem to have appeared. Just have a look around the room. No, okay, so it looks like to get our vision back, or at least to get rid of this blurriness, glasses or pills. Let's try and take the more risky route, and we'll go with the pills, I think, just to
Did you manage to think of something to help you?
see what might happen.
Interesting choice, John.
Don't take the pills, excellent. It's a bit late, we've
Interesting
presumably
choice.
taken them.
Now, I want you to imagine yourself standing up from that chair.
Okay, nothing seems to be happening. No kind of tutorial or anything like that, so no instruction.
Everything starts from something, John.
So I'd assume
I would like you
the
to
usual
start by
WASD
standing
situation, so we'll try and walk forward, so W. There is actually only a few buttons this. I did have a look at the control scheme before, and it's WASD just to
Good.
move. It didn't say anything about standing
there's
up,
something
and
missing.
shift to run as well.
Let's make sure you're oriented.
Can we move around the room freely?
Find
Yeah.
the source of my voice and focus on it.
Okay, well, you'd assume it's coming from this tape. So let's click on that.
Did you see that,
Oh,
John?
blimey, here we go.
You imagined yourself in a room with no detail, but with a little effort, you were able to remember. The truth is buried inside of you.
Is it? Yeah, we look quite hollow to
There's
me.
more to your life than this chair or this room.
Almost transparent.
You must remember.
Okay, right, so there's clearly some sort of medical reason why we're here. What do these say? Okay, it seems like if you right-click, you zoom in. That's not mentioned on the controls, I don't think. But so sodium chloride injection and something else. Hold on. Okay, they're both sodium chloride. Okay, so that doesn't do anything with the looks of it. Fan. Can't interact with that. Okay. Let's do. Here we go. It tells you what the action is if you examine the glass, maybe. Oh, excellent.
Did you mean to do that? Or was it
Butterfingers.
just
Ooh.
your imagination?
So what do we got here? So what do we say? Did you mean to do that? We didn't mean to do it, so we'll just say it didn't do anything.
Then who did? John, let's continue.
We'll lie.
I want you to take a step back. Do you remember what brought you here?
Not particularly. Ooh, open.
Time here is only an illusion. A moment can seem a lifetime, and a lifetime
doesn't seem to
can
do
seem
anything.
just a moment.
So what have we got here then? So this looks interesting. So clipboard. So this is
Yes,
us.
John, you were at the hospital. Do you remember why?
So this was 13th of January 2005. So I have a feeling that might be quite useful to remember. So what happened there? So he was in a car accident and he was unconscious and under the influence of alcohol. So not very sensible. And car driver. So he clearly had some sort of accident at some point. So on the 13th of January 2005. Yeah, I'm not a medical man, so I can't really say if any of these other things are good. I mean, he may be all right. Who knows? I guess we'll see. So can we turn these over? Okay. Yep. So nothing else on there. So we're obviously not well. I think this is the whole point of the game. But yeah. So we've finished looking at that. We'll put that back down. Here we go. So we're now in what looks like possibly our old doctor's room or hospital room when we were in there after the accident. Can we interact with these? We switch the light on and off. Exciting. And pick up the pills.
You're doing well, John. I don't think you need those now.
Ooh, what is this? This is the Zitalopram Max prescription only. Okay, we can't actually do anything else with it other than pick it up. Can we smoke? No, that would be terrible to encourage smoking, wouldn't it? But encourage drink driving.
Playing games is just a distraction, John.
Okay. Can we do anything with this chair? No. What else have we got? There's no real sort of guidance here as to what we're trying to do. We just seem to be doing the walking around and clicking on whatever you can interact with for no purpose at the moment, but let's just see what happens. So, newspaper.
Not everything is as it seems. Don't be afraid to look closer. Try to remember.
Okay, so I assume you have to do something with this paper. So it was wet at one point. Okay. What happens if we click on it?
The newspaper, John. Look closely at it.
I think I just did, but okay. Zoom in. Oh, there we go. Zoom in and it's...
Do you remember now? Can you see the accident?
No. But okay. So I'm assuming this was my car crash. Look, we're out again. Excellent.
John. John! The accident. Always the accident. John, can you hear me? Take a deep breath you were overwhelmed. We need to try something different. Your mind is conflicting with your memories. Let's try smaller steps.
Okay, well, the room looks
I want you to
effectively
think
the
about
same.
where you were before the accident.
Getting up the
What
same
did you
way.
do that day? What each link will help you remember.
So, what have we got? What's going on here? So we've got cracks in the wall. Nothing's changed here. Let's just turn on the lamp. Chair. More lamps. There's a lot of lamps in this. Just turn them on and off. There's not too much excitement in that, I will say, but okay. Some food, potentially. Okay, a bell under a bell-shaped cover. Let's ring the bell. Okay, I think we just caused
Keep going, John.
Another hole in the wall by pressing the bell, and it's saying press it again, or can't press it again. Okay, what next? Let's go and have a look at this crack in the wall, shall we?
Find a link to take you back, John.
Okay, well, so we've got some suitcases with some jazzy music going on in the background. Let's open the suitcase. A typewriter. Interesting.
Interesting, John.
Read my mind.
What were you
Thank you very
writing?
much. What was I writing, indeed? And this hole's now got bigger. Looks like there's a door through it, so I suppose we need to find a way of breaking this down. Let's go and have a look at this crack over here.
Good, John.
Oh. Cracks seem to resemble memories by the looks of it. These seem like it's the only way to piece things together. Can't interact with that suitcase. So what have we got here? A watch, which we can't do anything with. Are we on this page? Nope. Here we go. 10th of January, so we're getting towards the accident time. There's us there, J. Evans. We can take his room card, 611. And we're staying at the Azure Hotel. Cool. Right, so we'll take that if we can.
That's it, John. Remembering will open new doors. I want you to submit to the memory. Don't be afraid to go deeper without me.
Ooh, I'd love to.
Go and tell me your story, John.
So our inventory seems to be at the top right, so we don't get a... There's no way to access our inventory, so I guess it just tells you what you have on your persons at the top right. So we've got our room key. Can we knock this glass on the floor again? That was fun. No. Let's open both doors. And a bit of OCD. Just close the door behind. Locked. 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 Okay, there's a lot of locked doors in this game. This is the room 611. Before we go in there, let's just go and have a look and see if there's anything else interesting. Supposed to be some sort of face or duck, perhaps. Ooh, nasty. Are we that ugly? Okay. What's in the box? It's locked. Maybe that's for later. This is a key. Anywhere? Not that I can see. Nothing to interact with on here. Okay, so let's just go into... There we go. There's our key card. And I guess we'll walk in. Well, that seems like a good place to end the first video. So I will close that now, and we'll catch you in the next bit. Cheers.